every 30 seconds, someone becomes a victim of human trafficking.
We're at the Sioux Falls Convention Center this morning, where Call to Freedom is having a fundraiser to help the cause. And we're speaking with Monica Rilling, the Director of Development and Community Engagement. Thank you for joining us this morning, Monica.
Monica, just tell us all about what this is about, what the breakfast is about this morning.
Sure, yeah. So Call to Freedom, we are a nonprofit located here in Sioux Falls, providing supportive services to victims of human trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation. So once a year, we actually hold an annual fundraiser, and that's our community breakfast. It's always in October, so we have the community come out and hear some stories from survivors, as well as our executive director, Becky Rasmussen, just sharing more about Call to Freedom and what we do here in the community.
And can you tell us a little bit about the importance of sharing those stories and having events like this?
Sure. Bringing awareness, I think a lot of people don't necessarily realize that human trafficking is actually happening here in Sioux Falls, so in the surrounding communities actually as well. So bringing awareness of what human trafficking is, kind of the stories of those survivors, to be able to just give them the courage to come out and share their stories, and what that means to them is in seeing their support, and the community's support is wonderful.
Well, what time does it start? Can people still come to that this morning?
Sure. Yeah, the community breakfast, the doors open at 6:45 this morning here at the Convention Center. And we do have a couple tables available and a couple spots as well. So if you do still come, just stop at a registration table and we can help you out and find a seat for you.
All right, well, thank you, Monica. We'll be checking back in at the Convention Center later on this morning.
Yeah, the Call to Freedom Community Breakfast, as she said, gets going 6:45, and we'll have more info throughout the morning. All right, every 30 seconds, someone becomes a victim of human trafficking.
We are out at the Sioux Falls Convention Center this morning, where Call to Freedom is having a fundraiser to help the cause. We're speaking with Rachel Schwartz, Director of Grants Management. Thank you for joining us this morning, Rachel. Can you tell us a little bit about the event happening this morning?
Absolutely, yeah. This morning we are at the Sioux Falls Convention Center for our 8th annual community breakfast. We're here really to raise funds for and increase awareness of our mission, which is to serve those impacted by human trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation.
Now, we've been talking all morning. Why is talking about human trafficking really important? And it's really gotten a lot of national attention with the major motion picture that was recently out as well. Has that helped bring awareness to it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, a couple of common myths that we hear a lot are, well, human trafficking is something that it can't happen to me, and it can't happen here in South Dakota. And the unfortunate reality is that it can happen to anyone, and it does happen in communities all across South Dakota. So it's critically important to have conversations about human trafficking, to acknowledge that it's not only a problem that exists, but one that is deeply personal to us as South Dakotans, in that it affects all of our communities. I think, too, having those conversations really helps survivors of human trafficking, let them know that they are believed and supported, that they have resources available to them at Call to Freedom, and really just, friends, healthy, supportive relationships, and other fellow South Dakotans as well.
And with this cause, obviously you're looking for volunteers and people to support you. How can they do so?
Yeah, absolutely. We really have a special spot in our heart for our volunteers. As a nonprofit that was founded by volunteers, you can learn more about how to get involved at our website, calltofreedom.org, as well as to submit an application to become a volunteer. Really, we'll meet you wherever you are, whatever your passions and talents are. We have people who help out with grocery shopping, furniture movers, including mentors. Having those supportive relationships is crucial to those on a healing journey. So I think whatever you're looking to give back, we're always looking for those folks to give time and talent to our organization, and we're deeply grateful to our volunteers.
All right, thank you, Rachel. We'll be checking back in now with the Convention Center coming up here later this morning. The Call to Freedom Community Breakfast gets going at doors open at 6:45, and there are still some tickets available if you want to go out. And obviously, it's a tough topic to talk about.
Yes.
It's something that needs to be addressed.
It's very important.
Yeah, so we'll be back there in a little bit.